This train only stops if no one else is watching. The conductor's face never moves, but his watch always shows the same time. It was a cold March night in 1989 when I first heard the rumors at the station coffee stand. A tired clerk whispered that a phantom carriage appeared on line 3 after midnight, then vanished before the next passenger could glance. I laughed, but the chill on my neck told me the story was more than idle gossip. You'll find out why in a moment. I was a night shift janitor at the underground depot, tasked with sweeping the echoing tunnels while the city slept. My routine was simple: mop the tiled floors, empty the trash cans, check the emergency lights. The job paid little, but the darkness gave me time to think. One week after the rumors spread, a security guard showed me grainy footage from a hidden camera near Platform 7. The screen flickered, then a sleek black train glided into the empty station. It halted at a platform that had been sealed for years, a concrete slab hidden behind rusted doors. No lights flickered on, no doors opened, yet the train's headlights cut the darkness like a thin blade. The guard swore the video was real, but the footage stopped before any figure could step out. That night, as I pushed my mop cart down the long corridor, I heard the distant rumble of wheels on steel. The sound grew louder, reverberating off the vaulted ceiling, until the train shivered into the tunnel. I stopped, heart thudding, and watched the ghostly silhouette slide into the darkness. The doors remained sealed, a thin line of glass that never moved. I felt a cold draft slip through the gap, carrying a faint scent of ash and old paper. I counted the figures visible through the frosted window: 3 heads, 2 shoulders, a lone child clutching a worn doll. Their faces were blurred, but their eyes seemed fixed on something unseen. I remembered a report from the Tokyo Subway Authority that year. In 1989, officials dismissed reports of a phantom train on Line 3, labeling them as mass hysteria. Yet the same year, 3 commuters vanished from the city, each disappearance recorded on the same day of a scheduled midnight service. The numbers matched the silhouettes I had just seen. Coincidence gnawed at me. I decided to investigate, to see if the train held a secret that the city tried to hide. The next night I arrived earlier, slipping past the turnstiles before the first train left. The station was empty, the echo of my footsteps the only sound. I waited on the platform, breath forming small clouds in the cold air. At exactly 0:20 minutes past midnight, the rails hummed and a train appeared, its metal skin reflecting the pale glow of the platform lamps. It stopped precisely at the abandoned Platform 7, the one the footage had shown. The doors stayed shut, but a thin line of light seeped from the cracks. I stepped closer, feeling the floor vibrate beneath my boots. Then, without warning, the doors slid open with a soft sigh. A single passenger stepped out. It was a man in a faded navy coat, his shoulders hunched, eyes hidden beneath a brimmed hat. He placed a thin ticket on the floor, the paper old and creased, the date stamped 1945, the night of Tokyo's deadliest air raid. He did not speak, did not look at me, and vanished back into the train as quickly as he had emerged. The ticket fluttered to the ground, landing at my feet. I bent down, feeling the paper's rough texture, and noticed the ink was still fresh, as if it had just been printed. My pulse raced. I pocketed the ticket, feeling its weight like a secret. The train's lights dimmed, and the conductor, a pale figure with a fixed stare, raised his hand, pointing toward the platform clock. The clock read 3403, a time that did not exist on any schedule. I realized the train only appeared when a single soul stood alone, when no other eyes watched. The conductor's watch, frozen at 12:52, never moved, marking the moment the train stole another life. I left the station that night with the ticket in my pocket, the cold metal of the rail still humming in my ears. The next morning, I went to the depot office and handed the ticket to the chief. He stared, eyes widening, then called the police. An investigation uncovered that each passenger seen on the phantom train matched a missing person from that month, all vanished without a trace. The ticket's date linked the mystery to the wartime air raid, when thousands perished under a night sky lit by fire. Some believed the train was a relic of that tragedy, a reminder that the forgotten still ride the rails. I never saw the train again. The platform doors were sealed permanently, the abandoned station covered in dust. Yet sometimes, when I walk home alone at night, I hear the distant echo of wheels on steel and the faint ticking of a watch that never moves. I keep the ticket in a drawer, a reminder that some stories linger in the shadows, waiting for a lone traveler to listen. The city moves on, but the midnight train remains a ghost on the line, appearing only when no one else is watching. Next time you're alone on a late train, check the platform clock.